Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Steve coming at you. I hope you're having a great day. I'm gonna try to get through this quick. All right. Oscars on last night. I know nobody cares because nobody watches the Oscars. However, something big happened at the Oscars last night. Will Smith went up on stage and in front of the entire world slapped Chris Rock straight across his face because Chris Rock told a joke that Will Smith didn't like pertaining to Jada Pinkett Smith. Let's backtrack real quick. Chris Rock was announcing the award, the Oscar for Best Documentary. Before he did that, he's joking around with some of the members of the audience and some of the nominees. And then he gets to Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, because Will's been nominated for Best Actor for King Richard, the movie about the Venus and Serena Williams and their dad, the tennis pros. And he looks at Jada and says, "Hey, Jada, I love you. Looking forward to seeing G.I. Jane too." Because Jada has a shaved head, because she has alopecia, which is an autoimmune disease. I know I've had it. I had it in my youth. We start losing hair. And everybody laughed, including Will. Will laughed. But Jada rolled the eyes. She didn't like it very much. She's apparently still very sensitive about her alopecia, even though she announced it to the world last month and her fans and said she's dealing with it. But she showed up at the Oscars with a shaved head. And she looks good, by the way, with her hair shaved. But most women can't pull that off. She looks great. She has really short hair. She looks good. Anyway. Right after that, Chris Rock is getting ready to make the announcement for the award. Will walks up, slaps him cold across his face. I'm going to put a link in the description. Y'all got to check it out. And then Will goes back to his seat, and Chris Rock is stunned like, wow, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. And Will Smith yells, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth," except he didn't say effing. I'm trying to be good because I know there's people who watch my videos who don't want me cursing a lot. So Chris Rock says, "Hey, man, it was just a G.I. Jane joke." Will Smith then says again, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." I mean, he yells it, screams it, looks kind of crazy when he's doing it, and it gets very real quick. And Chris Rock just de-escalates and says, I'm going to. Okay, he's moving on, and you got to watch the video. It is crazy. Now, here's the problem. For those of you who don't know, I don't think that was a catalyst for what took place. Earlier in the evening, Regina Hall, who's a beautiful actress, funny too, she was giving some type of announcement. She had some of the guys come on stage, like Jason Momoa. She had Tyler Perry come up there. She had some of the really good looking actors. Oh, Bradley Cooper. And then she said, "Hey, some of you guys, we need to retake your COVID test backstage. Wink, wink." So she's calling all the single guys that she's interested in. She said, "Oh, and by the way, you two Wills, I know you're married, but Jada already signed off on it." Now, for those of you who don't know, Will and Jada have a quote-unquote open marriage because it came out about a year ago that she was banging some young rapper, August Alsina, who's half Will's age, while the kid was staying at their house. Okay, and then it comes out they got an open marriage. Will says, "Oh, well, we got an open marriage." Jay never really believed in traditional marriage. Like, that's supposed to be something normal to tell us all. And he did a big interview with her at a table where they discussed this. And she says he's basically answering questions. They're talking about it, and he looks like he wants to cry through the whole interview. And he even says to her at one point, "Why'd you do this?" And she said, "Oh, because all the problems we're having, I just wanted to feel good." Man, come on. So anyway. I'm sure that joke that Regina Hall said, he didn't go after her, by the way. I'm sure that sat in his mind for a while. And then Chris Rock just happened to be the next guy to tell a joke, and it set him off. I think he just lost it. But I guarantee if that had been The Rock instead of Chris Rock, Will would have kept his hands in his pockets, because Will ain't trying to get flatlined. Chris Rock is a very docile brother, and he's probably like a whole foot shorter than Will Smith. But that had been The Rock telling that joke versus Chris Rock, Will would have just took it. I'm telling you. It was sad that he just, it was a bitch move. He went after somebody smaller than him, and he figured wasn't going to hit back. It was sad. And then he lost his mind. And then after that, when he actually wins the Oscar and they give it to him, he didn't get arrested. No security came after him. They give it to him for Best Actor. And then he gives a speech about how Richard Williams was a fierce defender and protector of his family, and how he's protective and just basically trying to excuse his behavior. He apologizes to the Academy. He apologizes to the other nominees, but he does not apologize to Chris Rock. Now, that in of itself was a problem for me. I know I'm talking fast, but I'm trying to get the information so the video is not so long, and I'm going to put links in the description. But the bottom line is, Jada Pinkett likes to sleep around. Apparently they have an open marriage where they're both down for it. And Will Smith, according to August Alsina, signed off on him banging his Jada Pinkett Smith. They're sick. The whole family's weird. Will's tired of getting called a cuck and a simp, I'm sure, for it, because he totally looked like a simp in that interview. It's that red table interview with him and her talking about that whole thing where she said she was involved in an entanglement was ridiculous. But my brother, I got my boy, the Hoodservative, my boy, the Hoodservative conservative brother. You got to check out his little, I'm going to add that link to his little 2-minute video where he talks about this. And I watched his video last night, and my favorite line that he said was, Will Smith then slapped none of her other boyfriend. Or something like, Will Smith didn't slap any of his wife's boyfriends, so he don't get no points for slapping Chris Rock. Oh, that was, I died. I laughed so hard when I heard that I started coughing. I let my boy know. I said, bro, that was so sweet. That was based. I love it. So I'm going to put that video link in the description as well. But I'm telling you, Will, that was a bitch move. He slapped a man. Congrats to Chris Rock for keeping his composure, keeping it all together, because I know that had to be unbelievably awkward. And you can tell, a lot of people are saying this thing is staged just to get the Oscars. Right now, I think it was real, and I think the Oscars are going to try and capitalize on it, because now they're hoping next year people will be like, ooh, let's see who's going to get slapped next. Let's see who gets slapped next. I'm not watching the Oscars for that, because if anybody gets slapped, if anybody gets assaulted the way Chris Rock did last night, it's going to be on all the social media, so we don't need to watch the Oscars for that. See, I think that's what these people in Hollywood, they don't understand. We don't need to watch your show to see how effed up y'all are. We can just watch the highlights of that online. So with that, guys, you guys tell me what you think. If you've heard about it, if you've seen it, watch the video, and you tell me what your thoughts are. I think Chris Rock was a total pro. I thought the joke was lame. But he was a total pro in how he handled how he got treated by Will Smith. I think Will Smith should have been arrested. I think Will Smith should have accepted his Oscar from jail. He assaulted a man on national television, and the Oscars, even though they said in Twitter they don't condone it, you still gave the man the award and let him talk for 5 minutes after you gave him the award. So obviously you do condone it. But tell me your thoughts. I look forward to hearing from y'all soon. Y'all tell me whether you like it, you dislike it, whether I'm wrong, what you see in it, whether you think it's staged or not. Like the video, comment in the video, share the video, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it either way. Please share, because we got to get this thing out, man. That last night was crazy. I look forward to hearing from all y'all soon. Y'all take care. Let's go, Brandon.